Okay, so after my last video, I realized that hardcore Amber fans are asking me to take solace into what Amber has going on with Shayla, and I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. But you know what? Hey, maybe this can change my mind. Let's go.
Hey, can I get one more, please, when you get a chance? Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So, how often would you say that you and Anthony argue in front of Kai? Because, you know, when I was at your house on the front porch and I felt that tension, it just made me wonder how often you guys do that in front of Kai.
Do you hear how comfortable the mistress is at this point in time to start to check the wife? The wife that is telling me that, you know, these are they're now friends, so them can basically talk and them can have a whole relationship. Okay.
Shayla, what goes on in my house is my business, and people argue.
And I agree with that, but not when it comes to my child.
Nobody is putting Kai in danger.
I didn't say danger.
What you were just talking about, you gotta protect him.
I just okay, so here's my ask of you. Can you please just not argue with Anthony in front of Kai? Because I feel like even though he's won and you know, he's still like taking in the negativity subconsciously. And I know that divorce can be like very heavy and maybe you say some things to each other in the heat of the moment, but just not when Kai is there.
It's so interesting how Shayla just gets to sit down and clock her. And she doesn't have your girl does not have and don't tell me she does. She does not have the same energy right now for Shayla that she has for Anthony. The energy is not there. It's very soft, it's very coy. Maybe it's something as to how ladies talk to each other. Maybe that's exactly what it is, and I don't know what's going on.
So funny, because I remember you coming over smelling a certain way, Shayla.
What's that have to do with anything?
Are you protecting Kai against your smoking?
All I
Or Iman
ask,
smoking, whoever's somebody's smoking in your house.
and
I've
nobody
smelled, Kai has come over smelling like
smokes in front of Kai. But what I'm asking you, Amber, you're diverting the topic. I'm asking you,
Clocking Amber again. Your girl is trying, but she is failing miserably against Shayla. She's failing. If this was Anthony, you'd have seen way more fire in a Amber's stomach. Look here. I think that y'all ladies don't understand my position. You think that I'm picking up for the Anthony character, and I'm not. I'm not. What I'm just showing you is how much Amber has compromised herself to a point where Shayla is still getting, I guess, the opportunity to be able to say exactly what she wants to say, to be able to do things the way she wants to do them. That is what I have issue with. That's what I'm taking saying.
kindly, just not to argue in front of Kai. He's just a
Shayla.
baby.
Yes.
He doesn't need to be exposed.
He's gonna have to learn the real world. Are you exposing him to your
At
weed
1
smoking?
years old, learn the real world is crazy, Amber. I know that you haven't had children yet. Maybe one day you will have
Why
children.
you have to always go there?
More shots again. Ah, look here, look here. Paper Tiger. What I've realized is that Amber fans, I don't want to say this, but I think that y'all are now starting to become paper tigers. Y'all have all this strength and all this energy for Anthony, and Shayla gets to do her thing on Amber. And whenever it is anyone checks your girl about how she's allowing Shayla to run circles, because she is running circles, regardless of whatever it is, y'all push back and say, but what about Anthony did this? But Anthony, we're not talking about Anthony right now. We're talking about the mere fact that she has Shayla in our presence. That's what we're talking about.
I'm just saying,
Why you always have to
because
go
when
there,
you're
though?
actually not a parent, you don't understand how a parent
Yeah,
feels.
and the
And I don't
parent
want
doesn't
you.
send their child over smelling like weed. It's so many times that Kai has come over my house and he smells like he just got smoked out.
So what does that have to do with you arguing in front of?
I'm saying it's just the pot calling the kettle black, Shayla.
No, it's
you
not.
You don't smoke, I won't argue. How about that?
I'm the mother, and I'm just asking you not to argue.
You hear that? You heard that? She made sure she put Amber into her place. I am the mother, not you, which means I don't care exactly what you want to say. You can babysit Kai. You can buy shoes for Kai. You can give Kai everything it is that he needs. But when it comes to anything at all that needs to be done with Kai, any important decisions, any major things, any major changes, anything at all, I am the one that's making the decision. This is not Amber's kid. When I talk about this now, when I think that people is trying to bash Amber, there is no bashing. You're seeing it for yourself. But the more people, the more the writers, i.e., Amber, because she writes some of this story, the more she shows you what's happening to her character by the Shayla character, is the more we kind of ignore some of it. Because you know, I'm basically call her out that hey, her foot is not down. She's saying it's done. It may be down for Anthony, but when it comes to Shayla, it definitely cocked up.
Well, you can't
That's
ask
it.
me that. You can't ask me that.
What? But why can't you?
Because, Shayla, things happen, and I can't guarantee that.
A lot of things happen, but I'm just saying, as a woman, a businesswoman, you
Okay,
have
how about this?
self-control.
I will try my best. I will try my best. But Anthony and I are in a very peculiar place, and I cannot guarantee that things won't happen. But I am conscious of Kai being around. And I try my best to distract him when this is happening. But I cannot say for sure, Shayla. However, you do have control over what's going on in your house. And that's all I'm going to say.
Do you know what my pet peeve is?
What?
When somebody brings up an issue and somebody else brings up another issue. Like, I'm just coming to you, and I appreciate your response. Like, thank you for that. I just want
You know, the same way how Amber pulls her stunts, Shayla is just outmatching her blow for blow. That's exactly what Shayla is doing. Outmatching and outwitting Amber. She thinks she has control of this scenario with Shayla. She thinks. Thinks. This is exactly what I said. There is no befriending Shayla of nothing. What befriending? You're not gonna win any prize. What okay. Amber fans, the question is what prize does Amber win? Doing the whole buddy, let's have a drink, let's go out, girls, celebrate. What does she win? What does it do different? Don't worry, I'm asking y'all. Because y'all gonna give me the Anthony story. We have already heard Anthony story. Yeah, Anthony brings up Wayne. Yes, Anthony behaves like a child. Yes, Anthony does these things. We hear all of that. But I'm asking you now, Amber fans, what does Amber gain? What is she gaining from Shayla in this? What is the gain? Because I don't see it as yet. Maybe I'll have seen it. I don't know.
keep the arguing to a minimum around Kai, because even though you think you and Anthony are the only people going through things, everybody else is affected too.
Clearly.
We all are affected.
I mean, you must be going through something because Kai be coming over there smelling like a whole gas chamber.
All right.
And it's not about me diverting the
chamber is
situation.
crazy.
I'm saying don't judge me, and I won't
I'm not
judge
judging you.
It
I'm
feels
just
that
asking
way.
you to not argue in front of my child. That's
Shayla.
not a crazy thing to ask.
Okay, fine.
Put in her place. Your girl has been put in her place by Shayla again. Because she's trying, but she's been put in her place because she's not the mother. That's why I said go get your own kid. Because it is what it is. Go get your own kid. Kai is not yours. And he'll never be yours. You never birthed him. And if you never birthed him, he's not your kid. You can do all of that. Oh Lord, I'm really curious. You can do all of that. But at the end of the day, it's not her kid. And Shayla has just put her foot down again. Because I've been watching the series. I'm going to the next episode now to see exactly where it's going. But that's what you're seeing that's happening here. Anyways, I know how y'all work. Give me a take. I'll talk to you soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe.